Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my March reading wrap up. Let me give you the stats. I wrote them down because I didn't want you guys to be pending. So we have, I'm gonna round it up to 4 because I'm currently in the middle of one and I'm determined to finish it today. So 4 dark romances, 3 romances, and 2 DNFs. Was that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? So we had 9 books this month. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm gonna get my handy dandy Goodreads. Okay, we're gonna put a little blurb. We're gonna move this clip to the front, future Hannah, so you know when you're editing this to put this in the front. I need to point out the elephant in the room, okay? We're just gonna act like you don't see it. Okay, can you do me solid and act like you don't see it? Okay, thank you. I just want to acknowledge it now. You know, like I know, and then it's like I know you know. So we're just gonna. Okay. And if you don't follow me on Goodreads, go follow me. It's right here on the screen. Also, it's in the description below. Let's see. So up first this month, I went into the Edge of Darkness trilogy. We have Insatiable by Lee Rivers. I give this one 4 stars. 4 stars. This is a dark romance, so definitely go into it reading trigger warnings. It was giving dark underworld, and we get past and present POVs, and it's just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I just found it so unique because like the dark underworld, it's like so realistic in a sense, because I personally don't know much about like the underworld stuff, but I do believe it's there and it's happening. And so for me to read that and like be totally like knees deep in the underworld, I was eating it up. I think I cried in every single book though, so take that with what you will. And I have Insatiable, Ferocious, and Restitution. Those are the 3 books in the series. So after Insatiable, I had Ferocious and Restitution. Those 2 got 5 stars. So definitely go pick it up. Also on my channel, I have part 1, 2, and 3 of me reading each of those books and my ratings and my thoughts and my feelings. That is spoiler free. So go watch it. Go watch it. And then this was like my nighttime read. So this literally took me almost exactly a month to finish it. I literally would just read it when I was in bed and needed to fall asleep. This book literally, I needed no brain power to read it. I didn't have to think too much. It was so fun. I give it 3 stars because it was good. I wasn't obsessed with it, but it was so good. I didn't have to think about it. It was Riley Thorne and The Dead Guy Next Door by Lucy Score. She's a clairvoyant, aka a psychic. Her whole family, all the women are psychics, and she just wants to be normal. Homegirl wants to be normal, and of course she inherits like the strongest like psychic ability, and she's just been pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off, and then she had this weird like vision. And then that's where it takes you into the story. She runs into a private investigator, which is the love interest. And it was just so good. Their banter was so fun. Seeing a psychic in a book was just also really fun. And I loved Riley was so relatable to me. She had a hurt ego because she just got out of a divorce, but also just wants to be independent. And I love an independent girly. Don't we all? Then we have Swift and Settled. This is book 2 in the Rebel Blue Ranch series by Layla Sage. I just truly love this series. It's so light-hearted and just like a fluffy romance. This one did get in a little bit like deeper topics, but also the character development in it. I was so proud of our FMC for how far she got from point A to point B. And there was, I believe in the first one there was no second outbreak. act breakup, and neither in this one. It was more of her coming to realization as she was like walking away. So I gave that one 4 stars. I also did audio on that, and the audio books on both of those, Swift and Saddled, and then the first one, super good, so bingeable. The voice actors on that have very nice tones because I'm picky with my audiobooks. If they're just super monotone when talking in the book, I can't. I need some like wow factor to keep me listening. And then I have Daisy Hates The Great Undoing. This is book number 4 in the Magnolia Parks universe. 5 stars. 5 stars. This book too, I as well have a reading vlog that is spoiler free on my channel. I just truly loved Daisy. Daisy really makes it. Of course I love Julian. Of course I love Julian. But Daisy is just such a strong woman and knows who she is and is trying to get what she wants, and it's just like sometimes in life that's not what you get. And the way she just keeps rolling with the punches and still like coming out on top is just like how? And not only that, she's a baddie. She is a baddie, and her and Magnolia's dynamic, the way it grew, and just like seeing her inner thoughts between her and Magnolia, because in book 3, The Long Way Home, Magnolia's book, you get to see Magnolia's point of view of that whole situation, and then to see Daisy, like Magnolia just like weaseled her way into Daisy's heart, and I just like, look at my smile. I just loved it so much. She was truly a strong woman, a strong woman. Obviously, if you haven't read Magnolia Park series universe, pick it up. It is so good. It's so fun. It's so toxic in a high society. I love it. Fashion, gangs, like it's just everything you want in a book. Jessa Hastings was like, here you guys go, and you're just like, thank you. So I have 1 book left in that series, and I'm really going to like put it off as long as possible. I think I low-key want to put it off until the last Daisy Hates, like we have a set date of when that's coming out, so then I'll pick up the last book of Magnolia Parks, read that, so then I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel because Daisy's book will be coming out. Now time for the DNF series. We have Story of My Life by Lucy Score, which I got the ick pretty quick because the amount of times the FMC talked about wild cherry Pepsi. Look, I'm even saying the correct way. I'm not saying cherry Pepsi, I'm saying wild cherry Pepsi. It was just like obscene. Like I love in books when like the girl's just not into coffee and she just like soda. Like I love when authors don't just go soda. Not soda. Coffee. My brain. I just love that. Like giving something different, something new. And then we get wild cherry Pepsi, which I was totally down for. Okay, it's not Diet Coke. We always get Diet Coke. I love that it's wild cherry Pepsi. But literally every chapter that was in the FMC's point of view, she was picking up a wild cherry. And I got, I think, like halfway through. So that's a good chunk of chapters of talking about wild cherry Pepsi. And just like it just didn't have like the Lucy Score like flair to it to me. I just normally always eat up her books. It was just like so flat. So flat. Like the Golden Eagle that was in there. Golden Eagle? Is that what it's called? American Eagle. American Eagle? A bald eagle. You can laugh with me, guys. I was thinking of my Dutch Bros drink, and then I said American Eagle, and then the clothing brand, and then I got to what I was really trying to say, a bald eagle. So there's a bald eagle in this book. He's like the town mascot, basically. And I just like, I love that it was something different, but I feel like it was just like so different that I just like felt like it was just kind of like thrown in there just because we are like in a small country town, and it just felt like she was just trying to do like, oh, I'm American, like that vibe, if you catch what I'm saying. Like cowboys, American flags, living in the country, they're gonna have dip in their mouth, and why not have a bald eagle in it too, because we're American, you know. They all drive Fords, Ford pickup trucks. I'm just kidding, I don't know that, but he does drive a truck. So the last book I DNF'd was, and it hurts my heart to say it, it hurts so bad, Psychotic Obsession by Lee Rivers. So this is a continuation, not really continuation, but like an added on to the Edge of Darkness trilogy. And this is the father, Tobias, the father, literally the father, Tobias. And I was really enjoying it until the timeline just didn't make sense to me. I don't know how else to describe it, because in the beginning it says this book takes place 20 plus years in the past. So why is there Ubers? Why are they texting? Why is there emojis? Like in my brain, but also to be fair, they were like both wealthy. From my experience, 20 years ago, we were like middle to lower class, and like my mom didn't get I think a cell phone until I want to say I was like in 3rd grade, and then I got a phone in 3rd grade. But when we're texting, we didn't have emojis. It was just like the this green, it's like that smiley face, the V and the 3 for the heart. Like emojis, I don't think came a thing until I was in high school. I want to say like 2010, with like texting wise, for middle class people. Okay, I want to make that clear. And so for me, like my brain just could not oversee that. So if your brain allows you to oversee it, I'm sure you'd eat that book up. It was written very beautifully. I love Tobias's character. I love Arya's character. I love Arya's friendship with her best friend. And especially when you read the Edge of Darkness trilogy, you know the ending to their story, because the Edge of Darkness trilogy is about their son. So you know the ending of their story already. So going into that, you're like, I want to see how they got to that point. And I was so excited for it. And I love seeing the similarities between Tobias and Cade, and the similarities between Tobias and Arya, like their character traits when they're young. And I just couldn't get on it. I could not get on it. And I was so sad. I'm just gonna. And then the book I'm currently reading is, let's see, which I'm like, I think 80% in. I'm determined to get it done today though. Oh, I'm 73% done, which is Torment, and this is part 1 by Dylan Page. Probably gonna sit around a 3-star. So we follow Mina, we get past and present POVs, and right out the get-go, she is waking up in a hospital bed, and you're just like slowly piecing together why she is there in like the present and the past. In the past, you're learning about her new family dynamic between like her stepdad and stepbrother, and like what stepdad's job includes. And it's kind of cool the way you get to learn about that through young Mina and learning with her. And then older Mina, which she starts off at 16, and then where I'm at now, she's 17, and seeing like how the past tense has gotten her into the present tense. And it's just like, I'm like curious as to like what the hell am I reading, but I'm already like this invested, so it's like I might as well finish it. And I've seen so many booktubers that really enjoy it, and I love them. get their hearts like ripped out in part 2, and then at the end of like part 1 they're like, what is happening? I need to pick up part 2 right now. So I'm hoping that's the case with me. If that's not the case with me, then I'm not gonna go into part 2, because I have a couple of books. I have 2 books that are gonna be delivering tomorrow, which are releasing tomorrow, and then I also have 1 physical book that I have on my counter that I'm like side-eyeing. So that is my March reading wrap-up. So if you read any of these books, please let me know in the description below if you want to read them, all that fun stuff, your star rating. And if you're new here, please like and subscribe. In the description below is all my social medias if you want to see my face anywhere else. Until next time, besties.